Welcome into the latest edition of ESPN FC. Thank you as always for your tweets. We've got Jan, Mario are here as well. Ali's here. How is preparations going for the big storm in the Nickel household, Steamy?
Oh, everything's ready. We've got salt ready.
Yeah.
Got the shovels ready.
Right.
Oh. Yeah, got the jackets ready.
Nice. Where's your voice gone in the excitement as well?
We've just been talking about it so much.
Yeah, I bet. How much of your contribution has there been to this?
I'm very good at organising.
Really? Yes.
Yeah. Because, of course, you know, my shoulder.
The old sling. Get the old sling for tomorrow.
I can't.
I
can't.
Have you been shoveling snow all day, yeah? This is a normal thing in Norway, Jan?
Absolutely. Yesterday I was looking for my bathing suits. I was so happy for the kind of now a glimpse of summertime, and then today I've been out for an hour trying to get the snow away. My wife put the car, couldn't get in, and well, terrible. But for the first time for a year, I was a man. I managed to get the car out of the snow, so it's a great day in the Fjordhof household.
Well done, Jan. Testosterone.
Dan needs to know.
What's that?
Fail to prepare.
Yep, prepare to fail. There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, for the boys, we'll go with Jan as he's feeling manly. Arsenal look incredibly dangerous with Trossard in the lineup. Assuming all players are healthy, what would your starting front line be for Arsenal, Jan?
Oh, tough one. When they bought Trossard, I was thinking, well, is that the player you're going to have? And then I thought you're thinking, Arteta will know better than me that what Arsenal need. And you saw that this weekend, 3 assists. It was brilliant. So I think at the moment I will get Trossard. Saka had got to be there. And then I will put Jesus in, not because of all his goals, but it's something about the way he moves. He got a contagious way of playing to get the players going, and I think Jesus will get more goals now in the coming months that could be very decisive for Arsenal.
So we're going Trossard, Saka, Jesus. What do you think, Mario?
I would not. If I go from now, because we gotta wait maybe a couple of weeks, then has to change this. But I would get him in slightly. So I would let the team the way it's performing now, because it looked really good before Jesus came on. And of course, I mean, the first couple of games he scored so many goals for them, but then the injury came. So I will get him in slowly. So I would leave Saka, Martinelli, and Trossard.
Yep.
Fair enough.
I think I would go with Jan.
You go with Jan?
I'll go with Jan.
You getting rid of Martinelli?
I think that's the wrong way to put it, Dan, getting rid of him.
Well, I think I think that's how he'll look at it.
I think he
What a servant he's been all season.
He showed his
you just want
hand.
to ditch him.
He showed his hand when he came in that Martinelli kept his place.
Yes.
But then when Trossard's come in, I mean, the weekend he what, 3 assists?
Martinelli.
So at the end of the day, it's about who's producing.
Right, Martinelli's producing as well.
Trossard is producing better than Martinelli, so...
Well, they're both producing better than Saka.
Exactly
If we're going to be like that, they're both better than Saka over recent games, haven't they?
Don't bite. Don't bite. Just leave him alone.
Just wait until he shots off.
You know he's doing it on purpose just to make sure that he gets it.
Hey, listen, I'm not in any hurry.
Okay. All right.
The dog's getting walked regardless of what time it is.
Who's walking the dog?
Oh, me, of course.
It's raining a lot out there. Have you seen it, Stevie, out there?
I'm a man. I'm not worried about rain.
All right. Oh, God, here we go. This is
Me and you are going to
very
take the dog for a walk. Well, are you finished?
Pardon?
Are you finished?
Yes, go on.
Okay, thank you. Very kind of you.
Go on.
Sorry, we should just call this Thomas Extra Time, shall we? In future?
Doesn't really have a good ring to it, does it?
No, it doesn't.
No,
Absolutely.
I would have gone for Thomas time. Much better, alliteration.
Yeah, I think we should change it. No, I think absolutely right now you go with Trossard, and if he keeps this up, Martinelli's not going to get himself back, because I think Trossard is a better footballer. Martinelli's a little more dynamic and a little more straightforward and goes after fullbacks, whereas Trossard's can do a lot of different things. So I would say Trossard, Jesus and Saka.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Well, perfect.
No, you're not getting anything to say about that?
Oh, thank you so much for that.
All right.
What a wonderful answer. Thank you so much for your time.
Hashtag
Much appreciated.
FC Thomas.
No, you deserve it more than
Jan, as a striker, oh, God, did you write this in yourself? Do you get frustrated watching the City midfield not serve Erling Haaland when he makes runs?
I think there's been a change, Dan. I think that we saw that at the Bournemouth game where they nearly looked more for him. I got a feeling, as you do, you got a feeling that this has been high on the agenda for Manchester City. And I think lately, the couple of 2-3 games, they've more looked after him. He also, you saw when there was a penalty, that they didn't have this tea party when all people were coming over and wanted to get an easy goal. This time it was down to Erling Haaland. So I think they've sorted that. I don't think that will be a problem, as they say in Sopranos, for the rest of the season.
I think Gundogan take the penalty.
No.
Yeah. No, Erling Haaland should shoot all time.
Gundogan got brought down for the penalty.
Right.
And Haaland took the penalty.
That was a while ago, though, wasn't it? That wasn't this weekend.
Yes, it was.
Rodri.
It was.
Hey, look, if we're going to have Thomas time, Thomas got to know what's going on.
Who did City play this weekend?
Don't worry, Dad. We all looked at the penalty.
Is he having a laugh? Is he having a
Oh,
laugh?
it was the late penalty, yeah. God, I completely... There was a Crystal Palace game.
Yes, it was.
Oh, I completely erased that from my memory. It was so bad.
It was only 2 days ago, Dan.
Ali, what did you do when you were a striker and you weren't getting the supply that you wanted?
It's frustrating because, unlike Erling Haaland, goals did not come easy to me, you see?
Yes.
And I needed the supply. And if it wasn't coming, then, again, it's well documented that my kind of range is 6 yards and in. More so than any striker, I needed the ball to be there. So all the running, when you're not getting service, becomes rather frustrating. So you try to tell yourself that all the things that you're doing are helping the team win, but at some point, you got to feed me. At some point, you got to give me a reason to feel alive, and that's where the goals come.
Would you have a conversation about that? Would you go into the locker room and say, feed me?
Not quite like that, but you would make sure that people knew that you were available.
Right.
Yeah, but I think
You
it's a
have
good...
a pretty straightforward conversation, I'm pretty sure.
Go on, Jan.
It's a very good point, Dan, because I think there are communication, not that you go into the locker room, but I think that doesn't have to be your best mate or whatever. When I came to England with Swindon, I played with Mick Summerby's son. Nick Summerby is the best crosser I've ever played with. He was fantastic. And we did in training, when you come there, I go there, do it early before they go all the way back to the goalkeeper and use that space and everything. So yes, you can have a dialogue. It's good to hear someone coughing, not me on this program. So I always had a dialogue with the crosser of the ball, the most decisive ones.
Jan, is the Bundesliga title race over?
Ask Stevie. But Stevie and me were talking about this.
2 points is the difference, isn't it, at the moment?
2 points, is it? Yeah, right. I'll tell you what, Bayern... Sorry, Jan, on you go.
No, I'm just saying, just to end it, because Steve and me were like I think it's the third season. We always has excitement now, but see it again now when Bayern Munich concentrate, and I have to say they're winning 5-3 against Augsburg. They're just waiting for it. But to be fair to Dortmund, they have a fantastic 2023. But in the Revier derby, 1-0 up, 2-1 up, and I still couldn't make it. That makes the Bayern Munich team just sitting in the sofa laughing, I guess.
Well, they got Bayern in a couple of weeks, right?
Yes, the Klassiker.
Yeah.
So it will definitely be over in 2 weeks.
Oh, Stevie, come on. Ali, can Barca call their last summer spend a success if they just win La Liga? Xavi seems failed to create a competitive team for any European competitions.
I don't know how you don't call your season a success if you win your league title.
Yeah.
I mean, that is first and foremost the priority, that you're able to not only compete at the league, but win the league. And that would be an improvement from wherever Barcelona was last season. So I think you can call it a success. If you add Copa del Rey to it as well, it's an even better success. And it will go a long way in softening the blow of not advancing in Champions League.
Mario, what is the most memorable goal you've ever seen scored in a soccer match? Here we go.
Oh, the goal I saw Marco van Basten scoring a goal. It was at Ajax, and it was a bicycle kick. I don't know if I'm sure some of the guys might remember that. He scored a bicycle kick. Was at home, and it was in the top corner. And I was a young boy, and I got the free pass because I was a young Ajax player at the time. And there was a gate, and I could sneak through the gate. And I got into the hardest kind of defense, that make the most noise in the fireworks. and I could celebrate with them. So for 11-year-old kid, that was for me like one of the biggest achievements. So yeah, Marco van Basten's bicycle kick against Den Bosch in Holland.
It's awesome. Jan?
Well, do we have to be the live or only what we've seen?
No, live I think it's better.
Live is better. Well, I played against Cantona. He did some funny things, but I just have to say that's why I asked, because I still can't make out that like every 6 months you have this Bergkamp goal when he's turning around with his leg and his body and still manage to be in balance to score. I still can't do it. I try again and again, slowly see what he's doing, and I still can't understand how we do it, how he makes that happen, and if he does it on purpose. And Dennis Bergkamp, I played against Dennis Bergkamp. I know that everything he did was on purpose. I think that is the most amazing goal I've ever seen.
So Jan asked me the question, what's the best goal? Do live, ignores the answer.
Right.
Because he's going to give us the Dennis Bergkamp story regardless of what I say.
Well,
Exactly.
it's Fjordhoff time. No longer Thomas time, it's Fjordhoff time.
Fjordhoff FC. Stevie?
I want to go with Jan.
Thank you,
You were
Stevie.
there. No, I don't care about. But you were there on the pitch. You're like, wow, what a goal that was.
No, I'm going to go with Jan. 78 World Cup.
Bergkamp wasn't around then, was he?
What do you mean? Was this Bergkamp goals you're talking about?
I thought you were going to agree with Jan about the Bergkamp.
No, that's
goal.
88. No, 88, Stevie. You're thinking of the volley against Dasayev.
And this is a very Scottish thing, though.
Okay.
Because, as you know, in 1978, Scotland were supposed to win the World Cup in Argentina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the whole country thought that. We did. We actually did. As crazy as it may sound. And so Scotland were horrible in the first 2 games, and they had to beat Holland by 2 goals to qualify for the next stages.
Right.
And Archie Gemmill waltzed past 3 defenders, scored to make it 2-1 with like 20 minutes to go, and all of a sudden we were back.
There was hope.
We were back. I mean, just the whole country. You could hear the whole place. There was nobody on the roads. Everybody was in the house. I mean, this is it. We're back.
Yep.
The Dutch took the kick-off. Harry Hahn got the ball from the kick-off and shot from 40 yards and put it in the top corner. I mean, it's impossible. As soon as you talk about remembering a goal or goals, in the space of 2 minutes, we'd won the World Cup again. Honestly, what a strike from Harry Hahn. Got to be 40 yards, top corner.
Beautiful.
Was that Ali McLeod, Steve, who said you're going to win the World Cup? Yeah.
That was Ali's army. We were on the march with Ali's army. We're going to the Argentine. And we'll really shake him up when we win the World Cup.
Where these lyrics are going.
Because Scotland are the greatest football team.
Beautiful.
#1 in the charts it was.
Well, there we go. Big competition in Scotland that year.
UK, you know.
Ali?
I'm actually going to follow the rules of the question.
Thank you, Ali.
I'm going to be a teacher's pet here. Hey, well, I know, I hear you, but hey, people, it's Thomas time, all right? Okay?
You have a bite of your apple.
And it wasn't a particularly great goal or anything outstanding about the goal, but the significance of the goal. And it was World Cup qualifiers against Argentina, Messi and all their toys playing with Venezuela, winning the game 1-0, and it was sort of that time in which you kind of got the sense that, you know what, we can compete. Right. We can play against these players. We can be on the field with these guys who are so talented, who we see every weekend destroying other teams around the world. And yet, because we had a group that was willing to work for each other, to sacrifice for each other, we won the game 1-0. It was significant for us. Now, did that mean that we were going to the World Cup? Not quite. We came up short. But in that night, it was magical.
The story's more about the goal, not the moment.
You know what? I'm going back to Fjordhoff FC. Fjordhoff time. I prefer Fjordhoff time.
You didn't even talk about the goal.
High maintenance tonight.
No, I'm just saying.
Should we tell people that you got here late today?
No, I was on time. But the most memorable goal.
That's why it was memorable.
But you never even told us who scored it.
It doesn't matter. It was memorable.
Goals mean different things to different people, Dan.
Yes, that's true.
Hey.
That's true. I was just trying to.
If you must know who scored,
Yes.
Osvaldo Vizcarrondo off a header.
There we go. That's what I was going to say. Final question: waffles, pancakes, or crepes? Wow. Mario, you look like a man who enjoys waffles, pancakes, and crepes.
I love pancakes. You know, Dutch boy, always go pancake house. We got pancakes with like sweet on it, and my banana. And then a little Nutella on top of it. I'm done.
Yeah.
You call me, I'm there anytime.
So, pancakes are number one. Then waffles or crepes?
I mean, a crepe is kind of similar because when I was living in France, that was the French make. So I put the pancake first, and I go for maybe a crepe, and then I put a waffle. That's a Belgian style.
I will start with the pancakes. Norway, I agree with Haaland on that one. Then I will go with the waffles because I come from a small village. We never heard about crepes, more or less. So I will go for pancakes, waffles, and crepes.
Oh, I don't really see the point of waffles. Ali?
Okay,
waffle is beautiful.
I will start waffles then.
Waffles are a bit blah though, compared to like pancakes and crepes. Like, what does a waffle do? Not a lot.
Toasty.
It's a pancake, dude.
Pancake's lovely, soft, with some syrup, banana.
If you have the right waffle, you have the right syrup, that is some kind of delicious.
Really?
Yes. With a little dusted sugar, on top of it. Just a little hint of sugar. And that could be a whole lot.
Stevie, which of these go best with? Which of these go best with ground beef?
No, listen, absolutely pancake.
Yeah.
My mum used to make them freshly made.
Oh, beautiful.
Right off the griddle.
Yeah.
Then you just put some butter on it. Put the butter on it. And just watch it melt.
Oh, yes.
And ram it down.
Beautiful. Everyone's getting hungry now. On that note, that brings us to the end of Extra Time. Thank you, as always, for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow, of course. Champions League action, very much a priority. Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.